Okay, so good evening to you all. We'll start the presentations. First, I would like you guys to raise your hands for the presentation. We will go in the order of the raised hands. You can raise your hands, whoever wants to give your presentation. Okay, so Virendra, you can start your presentation.
Hello, sir. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, you're audible.
Good evening, sir. My name is Virendra Kumar, and
Good
I am
evening.
here to present my presentation of first task, that is Doctor Search website. My screen is visible, sir?
Yes, your screen is visible, and do give your introduction again on the first slide of your project presentation, okay?
Okay, sir. Sir, my name is Virendra Kumar. I am pursuing my BTech at IIT Roper, and I am here to present my PPF first task, that was Doctor Search website. So this is the intro part, that is Doctor Search website. This first slide. And the content of the this PPT is that what is I am going to see. So that introduction part, tools and technique what we have used, and design a project, working a project, how my project is working, and live demo, and then references from where I have learned things. So this is the intro part about the website. That is the doctor search website is a platform to search for the right doctor according to the needs. uh, to search for the doctor, the user just has to enter the category and area of the doctor. Category means the disease, type of disease he wants, he has, and he wants to consult with the doctor. And user can also find information about the experience of doctors and general information about the service that our platform is providing. Means the database I have added, that their user can find about the more information about the doctors. These are the tools and techniques that I have used. For the design part, to design the prototype of the project, I have used the Figma tools as mentioned in our task. So for the front end part, I have used HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and I have also used Locofy for the Locofy. It is the tool that generates the front end code of our project. So, and for the backend part, to create the web service, I have used the PHP language and jQuery to connect with the front end. So for the backend part, I have used PHP language mainly, and the database, as mentioned, I have used MySQL database, and for the hosting platform, I have used uh, 000 web host platform that is given by Hakveda. So next slide is a design. This is our design, my design, that is that look like on Figma I have made. This is the first. This is the first nav bar where I have added the home and about and services, and that is then get started. From there we can people can sign up. Then this is the find and search your doctors, suitable doctors. Here the that is showing the people can enter the category of the doctor, and the next part, that is here, he has to write the name of the doctor, area of the doctor, area of his patient. Then on clicking this search, he can find the doctor like this type, the result will show. Then these are the next our services which my website is providing. So for the next slide, working a project, how my project website is working, like enter doctor type and doctor area, as I already mentioned. After that, as the patient will enter the doctor area and type, doctor fetching is request to the backend. means a request will be sent to the backend part, and then doctor data fetching from database. From there, the database, the backend part will fetch the database, and from there it will collect the data of the doctor, and it will show to the user. So the user enter the, this is the process how user can find the doctor. And the next slide is these are the link of the my website. That is, this is the link of my website where we can, if you will click on this link, the website will show. And this is a Figma file that I have created, and this is my GitHub link, that from there you can review my project link. And this is the database which I have created. Here I have entered 4 to 5 doctors for the for the sample test. These are the doctors, and for in the database I have included doctor name, doctor information, means category of doctor, and his experience, then doctor area, doctor image, and doctor category, means which type of disease which type of doctor he. So these are the this is the database, and these are the reference. These are the reference where I have collected the information, like from where I have learned Figma, Locofy using, and for the front-end backend part. So here I am going to show a live demo of my website. That is, so if on the in the search bar, if I click, if I write my website link, that is here, it is showing. So if I click on this, okay, this is the my doctor search website that I have created. Here, this is showing logo part, and this is home, about, service, and here get started, from where people can sign up in the website. Then if I enter, suppose doctor type, like category, like I have included general physician. Suppose if I write doctor type general physician, general uh, physician, and then here location, if I include Delhi, suppose, and search. So in Delhi, it is showing Dr. Rahul Jain, general physician, 18-year experience overall. It is showing. So this way our website will work. So this is the demo of my website. From the first, people have to write the category of the doctor, then location of the patient, and on clicking this search, it will show the result. So that is all about my presentation. I will stop here sharing my screen. Thank you, sir.
Okay, so Virendra, the presentation was fine. I have two, three queries for you. So if you can solve these queries for me, it will be good in your next presentations, in your upcoming presentations. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Firstly, the introduction part, whenever you're doing, because it is one of your first presentations, correct? In
Yes, sir.
the Yes, yes, that's why you were scared. You were looking a little bit scared. You don't have to be scared, man. You have done the task. Be confident about it. Okay. Firstly, the introduction part needs to be done on the main page, okay? You had the introduction on the main page, but you introduced yourself at the start and then the main page came. I want you to keep that in mind for the next presentation. Secondly, do include a short story regarding what the task is about. So if there's a doctor search website, a short and creative story, you can formulate a short and creative story, making the uh, people that is in the presentation internship, they can understand what your task is before you explain your task. That
Okay,
is,
sir.
so if you have a doctor search website, now the name itself is explaining what the work of the website is. So
Yes, sir.
that is fine, but a little small story that is required from you. Then in your flow of the presentation, even though things were arranged nicely in the slides, you could not follow the slide format. In the sense, you were confused about where to go from one slide to another. In the sense, I'll explain it to you. Even though you were explaining what was on the slide, you were
Yes,
first
sir.
reading it. You were not mentally prepared beforehand the presentation. Yeah, what all is there in the presentation. So I would advise, before you give your presentations, take a look at your slides so that a whole presentation is in your mind and watch what steps I need to follow, in which flow I need to go. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Then formatting was nice for reference. Acha, proper reference for reference. Okay. So the formatting for reference, okay, that needs to be proper in the sense, the way you put it is you've put the name of the resource where you have taken the reference from.
Yes,
What
sir.
I need is I need the link slash the address. So have you seen the address of websites? How they are? First, the name of the website will be there slash their domain slash this. That
Yes,
is
sir.
the proper formatting for references also. So that if anybody wants to go and check that reference of yours, they can just take the link, they can paste it, and then they can check them for themselves. Okay, or they
Okay,
can
sir.
study for themselves. Uh, Lastly, I would say try to include a question and answer slide from your side. Okay.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Small slide of one question. Just write question and answers. You can ask the question. You can ask whether anyone has any question and answers from the internship. Okay. And if anyone of us have any questions, we'll do ask. And you can give the answer if you know. If you don't know, that is fine. Okay.
Yes, sir.
These are the pointers that I need to improve. That I need you to improve on.
Okay, sir.
So,
Definitely.
uh, can I ask you a question before we end
Yes.
the review? Okay, so you have said that you have used jQuery, correct?
Yes,
jQuery
sir.
is in what way did you use jQuery in your code? So you have not there's also actually one point I need to say, that do go over your codes, that is in the backend codes you have done in PHP, correct?
Yes, sir.
You have used PHP and then you have put a jQuery command so as to connect to the database, correct?
Yes, sir.
So firstly, give me the command of the jQuery, of what it does, the command that you have used, what it does, and secondly, do go over these coded codes, that is the backend codes.
Yes, sir.
Just glance over it, not by showing it on the screen, but when you were showing the Dr. Search website, you can say that I've used this functionality to search for this. I've used, so you have two text boxes, search and text, correct? So
Yes, sir.
search and locality, that is
Yes, sir.
date and locality. What there are two search boxes,
Category and
correct?
locality. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Category and
category and locality, yes.
yes,
So
sir.
both of those, what kind of a logic are they using? how is it fetching the data from the backend on my front end? Because that is your front end. Your website is your front end, correct?
Yes,
You
sir.
have drawn it in Figma, Indian Export, correct?
Yes, sir.
So that is fine. Can you give me the answer for the question is what command did you use and how did it go about? How did you go about using that command in your code?
Yes,
That
sir.
is jQuery command I'm asking.
Yes, sir. One.
Did you get the command?
Yes, sir. I'm just opening my code actually, sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
You can share your code on the screen itself, okay? So share this code, screen share it.
This is the HTML part, and
I think it is not visible, Virendra. Please try to share it again. It is not visible in the screen. Yeah, now it is visible. Okay. Give me the webservice.php file.
yes,
Yes.
this is the web service.php file.
Yes, yes, yes,
Here I have added my database. This
yes,
is
yes.
local server name, username, password, and database.
That is fine. Can you find the jQuery command in this that
Yes,
you
sir.
have used?
This is uh, these are the I have selected for the query, means uh, for the searching of the doctor.
Yes,
These are the
yes.
keyword, area, and search
Okay,
location, and this is the command that jQuery part.
okay. You certain about it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, are you certain about it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Then that is fine. You can close the screen share. Okay. Do improve on the parts that I've told to improve on. Okay. Do remember. At the same time, when you'll receive scores, you'll get a review about your presentation. Okay. So even if you forget things, things will be mentioned in your review. So take actions on those. Okay. Thank you for your presentation, Virendra. You can close your presentation. We'll go to the next presentator.
Yes, sir.
You can close your, yes. The next presentator is Yash. You can Unmute yourself and you can start your presentation.
So am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Yash. Do turn on your video, yes.
So my name is Yash. I am a student of IIT Bhubaneswar, and my first project is Doctor Search website, and I am from Web Development Group. And these are my contents for today's presentation. Include summary, introduction, steps involved in completing the projects, working in list of applications and references. Now, I would like to tell you about Doctor Search website. It is an online platform through which people can find healthcare providers and specialists for their nearby areas. The benefits are that they can find nearby doctors near their hospitals, and booking an appointment is very easy, and they can find specialized doctors for their specific treatments. This is my summary of the projects. The project in the beginning, the project includes making of selecting of a template from the uplabs, and then creating a prototype in the Figma Adobe XD, and then exporting the Figma Adobe XD file through a plugin called Anima. And after that, we need to create a database in phpMyAdmin, and then write some PHP code in web services, and then connect that database to the PHP code and and then test the PHP code with Postman. And then we need to upload all files in the web server, through which our website will be available on the internet. So our first step will be creating a database. Creating a front end, creating a front end. So it is done with the help of Figma, and the code is generated with the help of Anima. This is my website prototype. It includes a search bar, navigation bar, and a banner and a description section. And then we need to create a database in phpMyAdmin, which is a database management system. And this database we need to fetch with the help of web services. This is the example of my database. It contains ID, which is a primary set as a primary key, and doctor's name, doctor information, doctor area, doctor image, and doctor category. And in this database, we need to search doctor area and doctor name, doctor area and doctor's category. Then the third step includes connecting the web services with the front end. It is done with the help of a jQuery request. Actually, it is a part of Ajax library, in which we post some requests to our web services, and the web services collect data from the database and resends it in the forms of HTML. And the step 4 include connecting the web services with the database. This is a PHP command used for connecting the database with the PHP file, and it includes the name of the server, username, password. The third one is password, and the fourth one is the name of the database. Then the last step include hosting of the website. It is very important so that our website is available to everyone on the internet, and it is done with the help of 000webhost.com. And now I will like to explain the working. Like, this is our front page. It sends a request, like it sends search area and category of the doctors we need to search to our web services. In turn, web services send request to our database, and the database resends if it matches the search area and the category. and send response back to the web services, and web services send response back to the front end in the form of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript through a jQuery. This is my initial page in which the find my doctor and search area is blank, and after I fill the pieces, then the below section is changed. Then these are the list of the application that I used in my project: are Figma, Anima, XAMPP, Postman, and Web 000 Web Host. Thank you, sir.
Okay, Yash. Do you have the demo for your presentation in the sense? Can you log in?
Just a second. So this is my GitHub repo, and this is my page. It includes a navigation bar. It includes search area. It includes a description area and the services that we provide.
Okay.
And I have changed this description area. Like when I send some request, the description area gets changed to like some other things.
Okay, can you show us?
Like this.
Okay. Okay.
These are over.
Okay. Now try leave those two fields empty and then search.
Okay. So it will initially it will not search because it is I have kept in requires.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. That is fine.
Like if I search something wrong,
yes,
then it will show you that no doctors found in the area.
Okay. Okay. So that is fine. You are done with the presentation as well, correct?
Yes. Sure.
What are you doing, Yash?
So just a second, I need to exit. Yes, sir.
So I was asking, you are done with your presentation, correct?
Yes, sir.
So there are also some of the things that you need to improve on. It is so firstly, a story needs to be given at the very start of your presentation. Okay. Short story explaining the project itself, what is happening in the project. So you can define it as a story that there was a requirement that we heard of, that there was this doctor. This was the requirement. I met the requirements through these functionalities of the software. It's just a small story like that. So that what was the case? Why did you develop this product? It comes into light. Okay. Secondly, there was no flow to your presentation, man. See, the flow will come to you. So as you are starting your internship, this must be your first presentation, correct?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yes. So the flow is very much important in any of your presentation task. Okay. So how will you get the flow? You'll get the flow by orienting all the things that are present in your slide in your mind beforehand. So it doesn't require much effort. It requires you to go through your slides and have a wide area, wide concept. What is going on? Where will I have to take the presentation? And where will I have to start? Where will I end it? Okay. These small questions that you will answer in your mind will create a flow for your presentation. You'll not be lost. You'll not look lost. Even if you are not lost, you'll not look lost. Okay. These are fine. At the same time, there was too much content on your presentation. So while you're presenting, ideal presentation would look like 2 to 3 words. So have you seen Apple's presentation? Have you seen? So those guys, see, I'm not telling you to give me a presentation on the level of those companies. I understand those are big companies putting a lot of money into their presentations. I want you to take keywords out of it. That is, keep your information into keywords. Try to explain those key points to the presenter. So if you are giving presentations, from the whole line, take a keyword out. Keep that keyword into the slide. keep the slide for 4 5 keywords, and then you can explain those keywords because you know what the keyword stands for, or you can write it down in any of the Word documents and you can read from there, but not on the slide itself. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. That needs to be improved. That is fine. And try to keep a question and answers slide so that even if any of the interns have any question, they don't come up and say that they need to ask you a question. They'll have the opportunity itself to ask you a question. Okay.
Okay.
And would you mind if I ask you a question right now?
Yeah, sure, sure.
Okay. So you have talked about jQuery as well. So
Okay.
with your previous intern as well, I was talking about jQuery, what was the command line. Okay. So you have told me that you have put the command line in the presentation, but can you tell me what does that command line mean? You have taken that command line, you've put it in the presentation. Can you explain to me what does that command line do? That jQuery command line.
Sir, actually, through the command line, I will send a post request,
Okay.
and like when I fill some area, something area and some and category to the doctor, I will send that that thing, area and doctor to
Yes.
the web services, and the
Okay.
web services will send this to the database. And if it matches something in the database, then database will send something.
Okay. So it is kind of a wide area that you're talking about, but yes, you are right. It is a post service that we use to fetch the
Also,
data from the database. That is
database.
fine. Yes. So you know what is a jQuery, that is fine. And so you have worked on this project with PHP, correct?
Yes, okay. Yes, sir.
Have you ever worked with PHP before?
No, sir, this was my first time.
Okay,
Like
so
I
this was
used
your
to work
first.
in Node.
Okay, okay. So now that you've worked in PHP, would you prefer more projects in PHP or in any other language?
Sir, like Node is a cross-platform language. It's like for
Okay.
front end we can also use JavaScript. Node is a
Yes.
type of like
Yes,
JavaScript
it's a framework, correct?
framework.
Okay. Okay, that is fine. That was it for your presentation. Thank you so much, Yash.
Thanks.
Okay, we'll meet in the next presentation that you get. You can
Thanks.
you can stop the audio and video as well. Yes. Dipti, you can give your presentation if you're here for the presentation.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir.
Yes, you can start.
Sir, can you see my screen?
Oh, your screen is not visible. You haven't shared anything yet. Try to do it again. Share screen. You're visible, but your screen is not visible.
Okay, sir. Sir, can you see now?
Yes, now it's visible. You can start.
Good evening, sir. My task name is to research and compile a list of popular data science techniques that are used in stock market.
Dipti, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I want you to keep your video on as well. Is it possible for you, or
Sir,
are you
actually, I have got my video on, but I have joined through my phone, so maybe it
okay?
has stopped.
Oh, okay, okay. So, see, we can do one thing. I think you're facing a problem at your house right now.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you can give your presentation tomorrow as well, but I want you to keep your video and your presentation both on, because without it, it will be difficult for me to take a presentation of yours. Okay, so we can schedule it for tomorrow. You can give it to me tomorrow as well, and make sure that you're presenting. While presenting, your video is also on. Okay,
Okay, sir.
okay, you can go, Dipti. It's fine.
Sir, at what time?
It's the same time. You can join at 7 o'clock. The link will be the same as well. Join the same link. Okay, 7. From 7 onwards, we'll start.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Sir,
Yes. You can leave.
sir, is my video on now?
Yeah. It is still on. You can stop the screen sharing. Wait, I'll stop it.
Okay, sir.
Yes. Now you can leave, Priti. Virendra, you can leave as well if you're done with all the presentation related stuff.
Recording in progress.